Teimour Radjabov here with us. He just won the game against Paco Vallejo. My congratulations. It was a very interesting game, and I was just wondering, I mean, this move King D2, is it known, or this idea, and in general, what can you say about the opening stage?
Yeah, about the opening, first of all, it was a King's Indian, so it's, I mean, anything like King D2 is always possible, and also the possible thing is that, I mean, you can really win a good game, but you can also lose in 20 moves or something, just get, smashed, especially with the, with the bad pieces sometimes. You can end up very badly, and, I mean, it can go either way, so always complicated. But, yeah, King D2, I mean, there are such ideas in general. White is going for Queen D2 usually, instead of King D2, I think, and then they go Bishop F2, they protect H4, and then they start this King D1, C2 maneuvers, which is probably considered as one of the interesting plans for White. But I didn't say exactly King D2 in this position, but there are a lot of positions in Bishop E3 lines in general that are very familiar. I mean, with the line we played, I mean, we're very similar in general, the structures and so on. When White really brings the king on the queen's flank and tries to attack on the king's side, so. But I didn't see it in this manner with King D2 exactly at this point. But in general, I saw so many King D2s in my life, or King D1 C2s in my life, in King's Indian.
Not really surprised?
Yeah, I think I even played like maybe 10 games or 15 games, I don't know, with the opponents playing King D1 C2 and then playing H3, B3 and so on. Yeah, but later on, I was not sure about my C takes D5 decision, because after C takes D5, E takes D5, this position with the blocked pieces, I mean with the blocked bishop on G7, when he goes somewhere knight E4, I was not sure, maybe he had some better moment to play knight E4 somewhere, but I mean, I thought I will take and play rook F4 and bishop F5 and stuff, but probably there was some moment to play it more precisely for White, to put this piece on E4, any piece on E4 actually, to close the bishop on G7. Yeah, and once I had a chance to play this A3, E4 and stuff, I didn't really hesitate, because, opening up this bishop, I mean, that's what for you play the King's Indian in general, to play with this black square bishop. And once it opened, after E4, I think Paco didn't like his position, because after F takes E4, he offered to draw. And well, I mean, he was worse on time, and as well, I really consider that Black has, interesting play at least. I saw this idea with knight G4, rook F2 coming, and well, I mean, I didn't think I'm risking anything, so I declined and played on. And actually, my general tournament situation, in general, the situation in Grand Prix, I mean, makes me certain that I have to play all the games more or less. So yeah, at the end, at some point, I was very upset with myself, because I played this Queen A1 and Queen A2, and I completely forgot about the move King D2 for White, which is probably still winning if I play Rook E8, maybe Bishop D3, Queen B4, King C2, Rook E1. But I wanted, to give check and then play Queen B3 and then see what happens, because after, I've missed from far that I don't have a win here. So he's playing King E1, and I'm doing the same like in the game. Can go Queen B2, it's winning, and also can go A2, because after Queen A1 I just go Queen B1 check. And with the King on D2, the point is that after A2 Queen A1 I don't have Queen B1 check, so the G7 mate is coming, which is nasty. And sorry, nasty, but it's nasty.
Sometimes happens.
Yeah, sometimes happens. Yeah, but so in fact, yeah. Anyway, I thought that maybe I will go Queen A2, King D1, Queen B3, and King D2, and here we'll have a bit more time to calculate, and also it's closer to the control for this move. And in my calculations, I saw that maybe Rook E8 is seemed to me close to winning, but certainly it was an unpleasant surprise, because instead of Queen A1, I could just go Rook E8. Position is almost winning for Black, I think. I'm completely not risking anything. He has the king on D1 and E1, and he's moving around, and with such a time, it's almost impossible to keep this position. So I think just Rook E8 instead of Queen A1 was much simpler than what I played. But okay, anyway.
It was concrete.
Yeah, but what ends well, and so I'm quite happy about this result today.
Yeah, and of course, as you mentioned, you have really special situation. You and Maxim, you are still fighting for these two places to go to play in candidates. So, how does it feel? How you handle the pressure? And did you make any special preparation before this event?
Well, in general, no, but I didn't really have a lot of time for the preparation for this event, because we had also the European Team Championship, and I couldn't even stay for the closing ceremony, because I had some things to do, but I will talk about it at the end of the tournament probably, better than now, because those guys, I know them, they're all watching all these press conferences. So yeah, and in general I didn't have really much time, but I'm very happy that it ended up for our team very successfully there, because after the first round and then after a draw with Spain, we actually saw that it's probably not going to happen for the third time. And yeah, so I didn't really have a special preparation for this tournament, but in general I prepared for the series, which is a good thing. And well, my only point is to try to play my best chess, but yesterday I tried to play a bit Rapport way, and I was really regretting it after move like whatever 9, 8, 10, and I didn't really play my style, my type of chess. And the knight was in front of the c-pawn, and I felt like I'm doing something really crazy. But yeah, Richard is playing like this, and he handles this very well. But even him, after the game, he came. Not after the game, but the next morning. So he told me that even him, he got a lot of stupid positions out of what I played. So yeah. So
you give up the idea to play like Richard or not?
Yeah, if such a classic of non-classical play says that he had very stupid positions after this one. So yeah, I saw that maybe I didn't really play it very badly. But yesterday, I just looked at the position, but maybe after bishop takes d3 of yesterday, maybe I could still play something like c takes d3. But okay, it seemed really strange to me. I didn't really like the position afterwards. I saw that black can go e6 and b5 and structure with the pawns on d4 and d3.
It would be too creative, I thought.
Yeah, but we didn't have yesterday the press conference, yes, so I'm trying to, yeah. So in general, yeah, just prepared in general for the series. I didn't really prepare for the last Grand Prix, but the situation is complicated in general, and like so many players are strong here, and also fighting for first places. And in case of some sharing of the places, you are not even qualifying. So okay, it will be a fight probably till the end. So do my best.
And my last question is, I wonder, I think you were playing in Mallorca before in 2004 in Olympiad, in Calvi, yeah, right? So what kind of memories you have from that time, and what do you think today about this place?
Well, I had very good memories in general, but I remember, there was a lot of bars there, and like a lot of football as well.
Bermuda party, I guess.
Yeah, a lot of Germans as usual, and like a lot of Brits as well. So I remember they were shouting all the time, but I think Azerbaijan was playing against England at the time, and that was quite crazy. So we tried to avoid some bars, because English fans are quite famous for some, especially if the team doesn't win, let's say like this, calmly. So
it's good that at least it was not football but chess, I guess.
Yeah, but for the chess players to get into the English, British, football fans is quite a thing. So yeah, I had a lot of good memories in general, and weather is always good, and people are. Spain. I feel like I was partly born in Spain, because I was playing since my childhood all the tournaments in Spain, and Linares's, and all these tournaments. And my childhood I played the Arapesa del Mar tournaments,
youth events.
Yeah, youth events, and they were the best events for me, because I won my under 12 World Championship title there, and I was very close as well to winning when I was 12 years old, I was very close to winning the under 18. Mm-hmm. But I lost in round 10 or something to Kokorev, and yeah, then it was in vain. But in general, I played I even don't know how I don't know Spanish, because it's in the restaurant I'm very fluent, but
you know the main things.
Well, the main things, yes, all the stuff like salamillo and all those things, but zumo de naranja natural and so on. So in general, for me, it's I don't know, I wouldn't say the second home, but in general it's a very familiar country for me, and I'm really used to play here, and I feel quite special about this country.
Yeah, I think it's a good sentence to finish this interview. Sure. Thank you so much for the interview, for coming here.
Thank you.